Hansel and Gretel by Harriet Ziffert, illustrated by Emma Block. A poor woodcutter lived with his two children and new wife in a small cottage. The children's names were Hansel and Gretel. One night, the children overheard their stepmother say, "There is not enough food for all of us. I will take Hansel and Gretel into the woods and leave them there." "Don't worry, Gretel," whispered Hansel. "I have a plan." He snuck out of the cottage. He came back with a pocketful of pebbles. The next night, Hansel and Gretel's stepmother took them for a walk into the woods. As they walked deeper and deeper into the forest, Hansel quietly dropped pebble after pebble. The stepmother said she would find berries for them to eat, but she never returned. "It's all right," said Hansel to Gretel. "We'll just follow the pebbles home." A few days later, the stepmother again led Hansel and Gretel into the woods. Gretel cried, "We have no more pebbles." But Hansel had stuffed his pockets with bread and left a trail of crumbs as they walked. The stepmother left the children alone again. She said she was going to find wood to build a fire. When she did not return, Hansel and Gretel tried to follow the breadcrumbs home, but animals had eaten them all. Hansel and Gretel wandered until they discovered an amazing sight. "Look, Hansel, it's a house made of sweets," cried Gretel. "Let's eat, Gretel," said Hansel. The hungry children began pulling cookies off the house. "Who is eating my house?" said an old lady. Hansel and Gretel were surprised and dropped the cookies. "You look cold and tired," said the old lady. "Come inside to warm up and rest. I have goodies for you." When Hansel and Gretel were inside the house, they saw that the old lady was really a witch. They tried to escape, but the witch had locked the door. The witch made Gretel work around the house. She locked Hansel in a cage. She fed him lots of food to fatten him up. "Let me feel your arm to see if you're fat enough to eat," said the witch to Hansel. He held out a chicken bone instead of his arm. "Still too skinny," said the witch. After a while, the witch could wait no longer. "Gretel, light the oven. I'm going to eat Hansel now." "Witch, the fire won't light," said Gretel. When the witch looked into the hot oven, Gretel pushed her in. Hansel and Gretel took all the witch's treasures and found their way home. While they were away, the stepmother had died. Hansel and Gretel's father had been missing them. "We can be a family again," he said, and they all lived happily ever after. That's the end of the story. Thank you for listening.